And we're off, and we already find both of these runners ending up on a screen that is not the start. And ooh, we find Lionel's on the second screen. That is not a fun sight to see completely. And Zyre just trying to make his way into a level. Oh, we have a shuffled overworld. So now we know that we do not have everything in the right place. So Zyre making his way over to the start, and he unfortunately finds out that that is not where the wood sword is located. So the wood sword has been shuffled. But there is a 100 secret right there, which is a nice find. And now Bentglasstube, screen scrolling his way over, finds, oh, there's level 9. And we find another unidentified level, so we now also know that levels will not be where they normally are. Now, the thing is that none of these guys can go into 9 right now. Level 9 requires all of the pieces of the Triforce. And we find another secret here, and this one is going to be worth 30, so we can already pretty much deduce that the secrets are what they normally are in the regular game. And Zyre now heading in, finding one of the gambling spots, and Bentglasstube finding, oh look, the shops. The items are not shuffled. He does find a level 3 setup, so we could be on first quest.
Yeah, it's certainly looking like first quest.
And he is ending up buying some bombs. There's Z. Welcome back.
Thank you. I do apologize for those technical difficulties.
And now I can hear you, and Bentglasstube ending up going to die here. So we can already tell you that we have a shuffled overworld. It looks like we're on first quest.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it definitely looks like first quest.
Oh, it's not first quest. We're mixed.
We are definitely mixed. That bomb hole on Bentglasstube did not open. It should open right in that 90-degree corner there, but since it didn't, we know we're on mixed quest. So there we go.
And so therefore, it is probably going to be a little more important that these runners find the recorder and the power bracelet.
Well, right now, their first order business is certainly find a sword.
Zyre is going to head on over towards the lower left-hand corner, hoping maybe that open cave is where he needs to go. Unfortunately, that turns out not to be the case.
So one of the things, I don't know if Rick has mentioned this, but one of the things that we know is that Wood Sword is going to be in one of the open caves in Hyrule. And yes, the Grave and Pushing Armos do count as open caves. So the Wood Sword is going to be in some open cave. The question is, which one is it going to be? Is it going to be up on Death Mountain? Is it going to be somewhere in the northeast? Is it going to be that random open cave over by the ladder item? That's what they're looking for now.
And Bentglasstube finding the power bracelet under the Armo statue in the grave where it normally is in both quests. So that has not been shuffled. But we also find a dungeon under the grave.
Was it labeled? I didn't catch that.
No, we do not have any identifiers on what dungeons are, so the start screens have been shuffled, and I have not been keeping track to see if we have shapes or not at this point. And we find a second 100 secret here on Bentglasstube's end.
And on Zyre's end, it looks like we're about ready to get the mythical high five.
And Bentglasstube's not going to really like finding that large secret with 200 rupees.
Well, at least he doesn't have a bomb.
And he is not going to be getting to that secret anytime soon because he's now going back to start. So the early part of this race comes down to where is this wooden sword? And WingedZyre pushing the statue, finding out that that's the power bracelet, comes back to claim it because there are 7 spots in Hyrule that you can push in the power bracelet. In a second quest environment, that could be the truth here in this mixed quest. So what does mixed quest mean, Z-Man?
Mixed quest means that, okay, to put it as simply as I can, any spot in the overworld that is a cave or dungeon spot or anything on both first quest and second quest will have something on that screen. Any place that has something, either on first quest or second quest, may or may not have a spot in this mixed quest. So there's going to be a lot of overworld searching here to figure out where all these caves are, where all these dungeons are.
Ooh, Bentglasstube finding 2 things out. He got the double spawn of the Armo statue, but also finding out that we are not dealing with extra candles on.
Right, so there's going to be candle shop, or at least one candle shop in Hyrule somewhere that isn't candle blocked. So it may be whistle blocked, it may be power bracelet blocked, or maybe bomb blocked, but it won't be candle blocked.
Yeah, but that's also important because when they find the wood sword, it's going to be by itself.
Right.
And Bentglasstube, trying to get a screen scroll over the other side, takes the half heart damage. Got to be careful, otherwise he's going back to start again. And apparently gratitude is the sign of noble souls tonight. That's our door repair message.
Did you happen to catch the amount, or was it the standard 20?
It's all the standard 20. The secrets are the 10, 30, and 100, and the door repairs are the standard 20 tonight. And Bentglasstube almost had an opening, almost was able to run out to the touchdown, but got tackled by a Nocturok.
All right, our Tycoon 2, to answer your question in chat, what is the boomstick? Okay, so the boomstick is activated when you can buy the book in a shop and you have the wand. If you have the book bought from a shop and the wand, they will combine and basically shoot bomb shots out the wand instead of fire. And that is extraordinarily powerful if the shapes are randomized.
Yeah, because one of the things that happens when you're playing with shapes, you get to play the game called Find the Bomb Hole!
And that is the most frustrating game in Hyrule. Trying to, especially if you don't have the map, wandering around, trying to find that one bomb hole that opens up the rest of the dungeon, or just leads you to yet another bomb hole you have to find. It's extraordinarily frustrating. So if this is random shapes and this is boomstick seed, that's a wonderful thing. And a lot of people may actually prioritize the book over something like the blue ring.
And Zyre now finding the Take Any, and now also gets the information that Bentglasstube knows that this, unfortunately, is a no extra candle. Now, why is that important? Because these players would like to have something that they could launch at their enemies right now.
And Bentglasstube going to check out the item on the coast, and that is its normal heart container.
So we've seen the power bracelet, which is a flag. We've seen the heart container, which is one of the flags. But are the other items shuffled? We won't know until we get inside of a dungeon, and neither of these players have searched anything except for the entrances to any of these dungeons so far.
And the reason for that is they don't have a wood sword.
So where's this wood sword? It's either now in the northeast, or it could be in that wretched spot in Death Mountain.
And just to give you an idea, the last race I called, the wood sword was in Death Mountain. The last race I played, the wood sword was on Death Mountain. Can we make it 3 for 3?
The last seed I played, it was up there as well. So apparently there's been a tendency to put it up there nowadays.
Although Zyre now looking like he's going to go check out the northeast, while Bentglasstube might be trying to screen scroll his way up the mountain.
Well, WingedZyre was making his way up to the northeast, but Nocturok says, no you don't.
And now Zyre's going to try to make his way back to the northeast.
Right now, it does seem like health management is going to be really, really critical for both of these guys. Now, Bentglasstube does have some randomizer talent. He's played some races, so too has WingedZyre. WingedZyre has definitely practiced for this, as he's noted before in conversations he's posted in Discord. But right now, none of these guys are finding what they really need to find, and that's a case where if we're talking about one of the top players of this game, we could be really talking about a lot of lost time.
And the other couple spots we haven't mentioned is that little triumvirate of spots kind of northern center of the map where Vanilla First Quest 5 is, the waterfall, and the cave north of the waterfall. Those things can be very tough to access. Oh! And we have a... Go ahead.
I said WingedZyre. I was about to say WingedZyre find the level. I think that's what you're about to say. But I'm noticing one thing about these dungeons, Z. The palettes seem to almost be their normal.
I have kind of noticed that maybe we don't have randomized palettes, which may help identifying the dungeons. Oh, and we have randomized any roads.
Yep, and so far, one goes near start. See, Bentglasstube finding the same dungeon, and he's actually going to explore a little bit of this. Well, I guess not.
Ladder blocked. Oh, well, that's so annoying. That's annoying on Zyre's side. Pops out onto the cave where the cave 1 south of the desert.
Yeah, the one you have to take a little ways around. If I'm Zyre right now, I'm going to the fairy fountain and getting himself a little bit of a health increase. Now, Bentglasstube is making his way up here to the level 6, where there's going to be a 100 secret, which means he's only going to get 40 of those. Oh, power bracelet required as we find a level. That could be level 6.
Could be, based on the gold color and the fact that you can go left or right from the start, knowing that the start cave is shuffled.
Ooh, Bentglasstube's getting an idea that maybe the wood sword is in a very bad location.
And look, Zyre not going to check the waterfall while he's right there.
Yeah, that's kind of an oops right there. So, it looks like the any roads, pretty much, they don't seem to be all that bad. And Bentglasstube
has a sword! Yep, and of course it is the worst possible spot on the map, up in Death Mountain. Oh, that is brutal.
Yes, it is. And Zyre, before he can get to the power bracelet slot, does take another death. So let's find out a few things about this seed right now that Bentglasstube has a sword in hand. What's the HP?
Alright, he needs to kill a few things, so let's start killing.
Come on, Zyre, Bentglasstube, let's kill.
Stabby, stabby, stabby. You like to stab, come on.
He's gonna check where the Master Sword is in the in this quest. Looks like 2. Looks like regular HP based on the moblins, but we're not 100% certain of that just yet.
Yeah, so we definitely don't have a 0 HP seed, so it's either normal or shuffle. So.
And Master Sword second quest does not push, and he's gonna up into A and go back to start.
No, now where is he going? Wasn't there a level near Vanilla level 1 or in Vanilla level 1?
Not in level 1. There was one that was close to the potion shop near the Dead Woods.
Okay.
So it looks like to me, based on these enemies, we have a regular HP seed.
Yeah, 1 HP red Octorok, 2 HP blue Octorok. Unless it's extraordinarily coincidental at this point, I would say normal HP seed.
Yep, so right now it does definitely seems to me like we are on a regular HP seed, which means those were hoping for an easy 0 HP seed. Nope, not tonight.
Okay, so Zyre finding a secret at Vanilla First Quest level 5.
Now the other thing we're going to be looking out for is Bentglasstube does a little more killing. What are the drop groups? Because that could be shuffled as well.
Yes, and the other thing that I think we should point out here is Zyre is resetting this room because where the room he's about to go into here up over the waterfall could very well be the white sword item and could very well be the white sword. And he has 5 hearts, which in the vanilla game is enough to claim the white sword. So maybe we do have a more vanilla-ish seed other than mixed Overworld?
It's a possibility, but he's going to have a hard time getting there. Oh, he's got an opening. He's in.
Got it there.
And it's a gambling house.
Wah, wah.
Bentglasstube almost taking money. He doesn't have any room for it.
Okay, now Zyre looking in the waterfall, and now we get this vibrant green dungeon in the northeast.
Yep. So pretty much we can, at this time, conclude that the dungeon palettes have not been shuffled. This could be level 5. Or it could also be level 7.
It could... Oh, go ahead.
If it is level 7, that means enemies have been swapped. If it's 5, then... Well, that's also a possibility, but Bentglasstube's not going to get in the staircase to find out what the item is just yet, because he's spinning around in a circle dead. I think Zyre's got an idea where this sword is, but... Or not. Never mind.
Oh, now I think we're going to see the Zyre at a bit of a disadvantage here, because I haven't seen him screen scroll yet, even though Bentglasstube appears to be rather proficient at screen scrolling so far early in the seed. So Zyre's going to have to take the long way around through the dead woods, through the grave, over the river, through the woods to Grandmother's house we go in order to find the wood sword up in Death Mountain.
He does have the any roads, which could also be helpful too. And no, Triforces are not in the Triforce rooms this seed.
All right, so let's see what this map looks like.
Oh, it's shapes!
Oh, wait, we do have to shuffle dungeon shapes. All right, so chat, everybody, name that ink blot. What does this dungeon look like to you?
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
I don't know.
I'd say more, but I don't really know the words. But Bent drops a bomb and it doesn't work, and I'm all done now.
This kind of looks like a grenade with a pin in it to me.
I think both of these guys would like to hit this seed with a grenade, and Bentglasstube is stuck without bombs.
Well, more importantly, he's stuck without a key. He is key blocked out of this dungeon.
That's what I meant to say. He's going to go into the staircase now without any further options to take care of here. So, what dungeon is Bentglasstube in? We don't know. That's where you're going to need to know where the Triforce shapes is, which is why we've got the... Whoa! Yuck! Look at the cabbage he came out onto. 2 key doors.
Yep, so he is without a doubt key blocked out of this dungeon. No doubt about it. So, he's going to have to up A and come back to this dungeon later.
Unfortunately, the way this game works, you're not going to get a key drop in this room for clearing the enemies when there's a pushable block for a staircase.
Yeah, that is the game mechanic. If one of the blocks push, it's not going to be a drop room. So, there we go.
Bentglasstube realizing this, and we'll have to leave this dungeon. Now, with 255 rupees, here's a question for you. Have we seen the ring shop yet?
I have not.
Now, we know because the shops aren't shuffled, the ring shop is going to be the rare shop.
And it's kind of looking like the candle's going to be with it, because we haven't seen the candle shop either.
Well, because the shops aren't shuffled, the candle's in one shop, but because we haven't seen the candle shop, we don't know if this is a boomstick yet.
You're very right on that. It looks like Zyre finally making his way up to Death Mountain.
Yeah, but he's going to have to take the long way around and try to manage his health pretty fairly here, because this is that kind of seed that's very, very, very difficult if you keep dying over and over again. I mean, it's a very uncomfortable feeling to be without a sword at 20 minutes in.
Yeah, at this point, he's really got to be pressuring himself for, spot-on movements, spot-on dodges, because at this point, he has to feel like he's behind at this point. There's nothing about it. He's got to feel like he's behind. Oh, and Zyre Zyre grabbing that third 100 secret and only getting 40 or so rupees out of it. Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, and it happens in randomizers every now and then. You'll have your wallet almost topped out. You'll go up to one of those secrets to find out, whoops, you have too little room in your wallet. You're gonna have to leave this behind. So we're finding all of the secrets right now, and these guys have no room in their wallets.
So, and it seems like we're going to find a lot of these door repair messages under burn spots. Sort of looks like that to me. Alright, now can Zyre get over to the cave?
He's got one heart left. He's got Tektites in this next room. They are very annoying because they are so sporadic. Gets around, gets into the cave. He finds a level. A blue pallet level, which, again, if this is not shuffled, that's level 2.
And that might be the only identifier we have to go on at this point until we see one of the Triforces. Till we see one of the Triforce pieces in one of their maps. Alright, so, yep, he's going back into what we think is level 2?
That's my idea, and once again, we now know this is a shape seed. So level 2 is not going to look like a crescent moon, and we find Gurias inside this level.
Which is normal if this is level 2.
We find robes. We find nothing to drop in this room. Now, one of the mechanics that can be possible in levels 1, 2, 3, and 4 in shapes is if the dungeon is broken up into segments, we can find staircases in these levels, and that's more important, especially with level 2, because in level 2 there's not normally staircases.
Right, and in later levels you can have multiple segments. A race we did, a race that happened a couple days ago, we had a 3 triple segmented level 6, I believe.
Yeah, those are real fun to find. Zyre's going to grab the Triforce, and we'll probably hit the start screen to find out what level that was. And that indeed was level 2.
Indeed was level 2, so he's probably going to head right back in there to try to find the item that's going to be on the floor.
That's correct, and now try to do the leaving the room and coming back in trick, which normally would open up the bomb, but in this case, there's no room to the north, so that didn't work.
So now he's going to try to... Now this is that game we mentioned, Find the Bomb Hole. This is brutal sometimes.
I have yet to see any enemies that drop bombs, and it's possible that the drop rates have been lowered. That flag could be turned on.
It's possible. Or the bomb... Or it could be the groups have been randomized.
Which is why I'm wanting to see. Oh, we did get a bomb off of Red Guria.
Yep. There we go, and he finds another bomb hole.
And this is why bomb management is really, really important when you're dealing with the shape seed, as you were mentioning earlier. And as you mentioned also, we still have yet to see a candle shop. We don't know if Boomstick is on.
Right. Now, we'll know if Boomstick is on if this level drops the magic shield.
We find the map and name that ink blot. I think one of our people... Oh, we did find the blue ring shop, but Bentglasstube's able to pick it up. It's in Death Mountain. I know one of our participants here would call this a cactus. And there's an island there, and there's no way to get the anything that would be on that island, but there's no.
At least it's a blank room, so there's nothing really that's going to fall in there. Oh!
Magic key!
Oh, hello!
So we can tell you now that items in dungeons have been shuffled.
And to get your first dungeon item as your magic key so early in the seed is absolutely huge. You're not going to be key blocked out of any dungeons anymore, and you're going to be able to... You're basically, the only thing that's going to prevent you from travel now in the dungeons is bombs.
So that's really good find, because you remember what happened to Bentglasstube in the dungeon he was in.
Yeah, where he got key blocked by 3 different key doors.
So that's not going to happen to Zyre at this point in time. So until Bentglasstube makes it back up here and gets back into level 2, you gotta figure that Zyre's at some point an advantage. Now also, Zyre knowing that can also tell you, you don't know what dungeon you need to find the bow in, or the ladder.
Or, and now comes the thing, is our silver arrows shuffled or not? Or are red ring and silver arrows going to be forced into level 9? And if silver arrows are, in 9, are they necessary to kill Ganon, or do we have an open seat? So there are still a ton of possibilities out there.
And that's one of the things that's making this tournament interesting, is that the players, as they go through this, they have to process this information and apply it towards their own strategies here. Zyre now is going to pop in, find the blue ring shop, and we know there's going to be a purchase made at this very expensive shop in Hyrule.
So both of these strategies have kind of interested me so far, because they know they need to buy a candle. Yet both...
Oh, nice! Forced bomb drop there by Bentglasstube.
Very nice. So they know, both of them know they haven't found very many door repair messages. And both of them know they have to buy a candle. And yet neither one of them seem to be saving rupees for candles. So this is interesting.
Well, considering how many times these players have combined... Oh, Boomstick is on!
Boomstick!
I wonder if Bentglasstube wished he had found that shop before he spent the 250 rupees on a blue ring.
And now it's important to keep in mind that each one of our racers have found all 300 secrets and have picked them up.
And that's also very, very big to know right there, because now it all depends on how many of the 30 secrets we find as Zyre goes back into the level underneath the graveyard. And one... Nope, can't do it.
And this, I think, is going to be level 7? Maybe?
It's possible, and Bentglasstube finding a level up on Death Mountain, Square A3. This might be level 3. And another ladder block!
So, I'm starting to wonder now if we needed to get the magic key out of level 2 in order to rescue the item out of level, what I think is 5 in the upper northeast, to maybe get the ladder?
That's a possibility. This could be another one of those right order seats. Zyre's going to head on here to the level that's underneath the power bracelet slot near the desert. And I'm surprised that Zyre... Oh, nope, Zyre's thinking about it. Good. Go up to the ferry, replenish your health, and then go into the dungeon, which we don't know. We think it's 6 based on the palette, but we can't really say that for certain now because of shapes.
Right. So also another thing to keep in mind as we root through these dungeons now looking for items and the like, red candle becomes a much bigger find.
Absolutely, especially considering the fact that these guys have now spent 250 rupees on the blue ring. Zyre killing off some buyers and finding out, nope, this is not the room you're looking for.
I'm starting to think that pallets and enemies are not randomized.
Yep, I'm agreeing on that one too. Zyre remembering he's got the ending key before picking up that key.
So I'm betting this. I'm betting this is level 6.
Yep, and welcome to Wizrobe. Still could possibly be 4 because 4 is technically a Wizrobe set too.
True. Does it have this? Does it have this palette color though?
Yeah, it's got the orangish, goldish color to it.
So it could be 4.
It's 4 or 6. We don't know.
Yeah, because of the shapes, we don't know.
Yep.
And let me just tell you, having 6 Wizrobes in that NSU room without a ladder is brutal. That is one of the most brutal rooms you can do without a ladder.
Absolutely. So, Zyre's going to go ahead and cash in his chips, leave it alone, and come back later.
Yep.
That's probably the best decision that one
Absolutely,
can make.
because even with Blue Ring, those blue Wizrobes are still going to do, what, a part of damage each, and you have to get through that room several times.
Yep. And with a wood sword or normal HP, those blue Wizrobes take 9 hits apiece, and that's not necessarily a fun date for anyone.
No, imagine if that's the Triforce room.
Ooh, ow! You're right.
Because the NSU room can absolutely be a drop room.
Well, buckle up here, Z. We might be in for a long ride together.
I'm used to it.
Yes, they don't call him Long Seed Z for a reason.
Alright, so we got Zyre farming for bombs, and we got Bentglasstube with an up A. Maybe he's going to go back to the northeast or not. He's just going to get zapped by some Lionels.
Yeah, welcome to the Hyrulean Firing Squad. Population 5. Now, both of these players do know their, or hopefully they do know their drop tables here, so if they get a clock off a blue Moblin, that means they're at 3 on their drop counter.
Oop, Zyre finding another goldish level.
This here, hopefully, is the better of the levels. Oh, it's already nice. It's got the early compass. Well, both of the golden color levels will have the Wizrobe set, so...
yeah.
You can't escape too far from them, but at least you now know where the Triforce is. And we can guarantee you that's 4 based on that hint.
Yep, I guarantee that this is level 4. And he just...
the old man.
Which then confirms also that that level in the northeast is level 5.
As long as we're talking about regular hints, which I don't see any reason why.
Right, exactly. Oh, ladder blocked from getting to the Triforce the easy way, so now he's got to take the long way home. Cave-in, yes, messages can be shuffled, although we haven't seen any reason to believe that it's anything but truthful hints right now.
Yep. And when we identify this as the potion shop, this would be the potion shop that is 1 screen north of level 3. Normal level 3, that is. And Zyre pretty much deciding, hey, this is probably the easiest enemy I'm going to find in this set right now. Let's kill it, let's get the Triforce, let's find out what level we were just in. So this is either 4 or 6, and Zyre's going to find out for us which level it is.
Yep, it is 4.
And it is 4.
So it definitely looks like we have non-random... And look, high five! It definitely looks like we have non-randomized pallets and non-randomized enemies in the dungeons. Enemy groups, let's say.
So yeah, we do kind of summarize that right now. The pallets haven't been shuffled, the enemies are in the same. So the bosses haven't been shuffled either, too, based on the fact that we just had those Lamolas.
Exactly.
Zyre's desperately trying to seek out the item because now we know at least 2 dungeons are ladder blocked. And Zyre also wants those bombs pretty badly.
And he's just bopping some, of those pancakes back and forth.
Yep, finally gets what he's looking for. Finds a staircase. Now, if this is not a segmented 4...
Oh, look, hi, Gliok. Oh, boss HP is not 0.
Yep, we can now confirm that. And we find the raft. So the raft back up here for Zyre, and now that will say, that's it, time to leave. I've got everything I need out of this level 4. Now, Z, how are the levels numbered in this game?
How so?
Well, level 1 through 6, they're on the same grid together.
Yes.
1 is the smallest dungeon, 6 is the largest dungeon.
Right.
And they're numbered 1 through 6 based on their size.
Right.
So we know that other goldish colored level that's underneath the power bracelet is going to be ungodly big.
Well, it could be ungodly big. We saw the map for level 2, and it seemed the map to level 2 did seem a little bigger than normal, which then is going to lead to believe that this is going to be level 4 was a little bigger than normal. which, yeah, would lead me to believe that 6 is going to rival level 9 in terms of size. And then you still have level 7 and 8, which not only are they going to be big, but there's a very, very, very high chance that they're going to be partitioned at least once, if not twice or thrice.
Bentglasstube finding a Gliok, a 3-headed one. He's got to be careful trying to get into this raft spot, but is able to body through him, and he's going to find the raft. It's his first item grabbed, besides the power bracelet that was in the overworld. So pretty much what we're just dealing with in this game right now is both of these players are just trying to figure their way through all of Hyrule, trying to figure out where what apparently is one of the biggest components of this seed so far. Where is this ladder? And where do you think this ladder is going to be?
Oh boy. My first instinct is to say level 5 behind all those key blocks, but the game could be extraordinarily trolly and hide it behind some sort of split level 7, or even level 8, or it still could be the white sword item. Because we haven't seen the white sword item because they haven't gotten a candle yet. So my first instinct is to say level 5 behind all the key doors. How about you?
That's a possibility too. Zyre finding a hint shop, but with only 60 rupees and already spending 250 on the blue ring, has opted not to do so, knowing that a candle is going to be very hard to get this seed. For me, I'm thinking that level 5 up in the northeast that Bentglasstube was ladder block or key blocked out of.
Yeah, so we're in agreement there then. Which of course means it's not going to be there.
Well, I hope you enjoy trolley seeds in that case.
What we haven't seen level 1. We've seen 5, we've seen 6, we think we've seen 3, we think we've seen 7, I don't think we've seen 8 or 9.
I don't think we have seen 1, 8, we've seen 9. 9 is east of where the normal level 3 is.
Okay.
We have not seen where levels 1 or 8 have been just yet.
Okay, I was just getting everybody kind of caught up on what we're still kind of looking for here. So would this be interesting if this seed wasn't candle required?
That is a possibility. But the longer we go here, the more I'm trying to figure out where exactly it's what's blocking him out of anything else in this game. But you know, there's still a possibility of a raft block. They haven't checked the level 4 spot. Zyre now popping into what we believe would be. You think this was 5, right?
Zyre? Yeah, Zyre is going into what I think is level 5.
Yep. And Bentglasstube getting bodied by the Lampolas back to Star, unfortunately.
Now Zyre's going to be able to make quicker work of this dungeon given the fact that he does have the any key.
That's correct. He's not going to be key blocked the same way that Bentglasstube was, and so we can tell you based on 38 minutes in, we know all of one dungeon night. We know all of 2 dungeon items at this point in time. Level 2 had the any key. Level 4 had the raft.
And we also know the ladder and the Armos items.
Yep, the ladder is the heart, like normally is. The Armos is the power bracelet.
Yeah, and given that we're just about 40 minutes into the seed, that is not much knowledge at all.
And that's because both of these players have been running into a lot of blocks so far. Let's talk about the tournament just for a few moments here, because we are getting people who are coming in here. They haven't seen a Zelda Randomizer tournament race this year. This is a different setup than last year. Last year was a double elimination. This is a 4-round Swiss at the beginning of this tournament. So,
and what we mean by a Swiss is everybody in round 1 of the Swiss tournament got randomized. Okay, there was a complete blind, player A versus player B. Okay? After the first round, then you had half of the people 1-0, half of the runners 0-1. Nice price on the bomb upgrade there on Zyre's side, by the way. Now, in round 2, all of the 1-0s get grouped together, all of the 0-1s get grouped together, and randomized pairs are based on that. Next round, round 3, you'll have the 3 and O's grouped together, the 2 and O's grouped together, the 1 and 1's grouped together, and the 0 and 2's grouped together. To advance to the knockout stage of this tournament, what this is, you need to have at least 3 wins. Will guarantee you entrance into the knockout, and then 2 wins will guarantee you an entrance into the race to get into the knockouts.
Yeah, there's going to be a race coming up next month that is every single... Ew! Well, Zyre finds the Triforce, by the way, and Bentglasstube is going to spend this key, find the Triforce, and can't do anything else in this dungeon, so he'll grab the Triforce as well. The question is, will Zyre come back in? And once again, we believe this was level 5, and the map confirms that.
Now, something really quick to mention, I got my maps confused. This is level 5 map, and for level 5, this is pretty small. So level 6 is going to be actually smaller than normal.
You know what that shape actually looks like? That looks like the number 6.
It does, doesn't it? Looks like the number 6 with a big booty.
Yeah, it does. Ooh, the hints have been shuffled too, so that hint that was in level 4 was not necessarily supposed to be level 5, so it just ended up being that way because we just got the hint in that level that Manhandla threatens on Death Mountain. So the
is that a true hint? Is level 3 on Death Mountain?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
But it does seem to me that the old men's texts have been shuffled between dungeons. So anyways, just to get back to what we're saying here, is the Swiss aspect of this is to eliminate us down to a bracket style, which will be a single elimination tournament coming up once after all of the stuff is done. Now, these 2 racers, they're 0-1 in this tournament, so they kind of want to get a win here to give themselves a better setup for getting into the race-off or the bracket stage altogether.
Right. And then the loser of this is, unfortunately, they're
Ooh, Ganon's room.
Ooh, this is big. For level 9, this is big. Why do I say this is big? Because chances are, if Ganon's room is shuffled, so is Zelda's.
Absolutely. And we find the other staircase in level 5. Zyre had access to it because of the any key. What did Zyre get out of this?
The bow!
The bow!
Ooh.
So the bow in level 5. Bentglasstube without the keys might not be returning to that level anytime soon, and that is huge for more reasons here. If Ganon is required, or we find a Goma block.
Right, and not just that, but look at where Bentglasstube is. Look at where he's exploring. When is he going to get back to that cave next to where the wood sword was to find level 2 to get that any key?
He
Because
might.
right now, go ahead.
As he might think about making his way over there at some point in time, but I think you're right in the aspect. I think I know where you're going with this. He might not make it back there anytime soon. In fact, the Up and A now heading back through the desert kind of confirms that he's not going to get back there anytime soon.
Right, and the unfortunate thing is all the dungeons he's finding, he can't do anything in. He's ladder blocked, he's key blocked out of pretty much every dungeon he's been in, which makes it all that more vital for him to get back to level 2, but when's he going to get back to level 2?
Exactly. And yep, that's how this the random flags are being set up here. The early tournament flags here for this setup here is that all 8 pieces of the Triforce will be required. There will be no easy access into 9. We do know that there's a lot of aspects that will be either on or off, and they'll be randomized between seeds. So one seed that you're seeing tonight is not going to be what you're going to see tomorrow night. Like, what we see here now is not what we're going to find in the midnight race tonight when Seawolf takes on Putz over on the __ Dave stream.
Right. Now, interesting strategy here possibly coming up by Zyre. It looks like he's backtracking to find a couple of those secrets that he passed up on earlier. Is he going to make a play, go back to Death Mountain for the blue candle now?
I see absolutely no reason for him not to at this point. Like, there are so many burn spots in Hyrule. So it makes total amount of sense for him to get into one of those shops to buy the candle when he gets to it. But he's gonna check. No, he's not. I was thinking he was gonna check the raft location, see if level 4's, the normal level 4 spot, was anything. But nope.
Alright, we have Bentglasstube killing enemies for some reason. I'm guessing farming rupees, maybe?
It's a possibility, or maybe he was just trying to find a bomb drop or something. Oh, he's killing the rupee droppers here.
He's farming rupees for the book, I'm betting.
That's an idea here with 175 rupees. Yes. Which would then kind of put him out of getting the candle anytime soon.
Right! Ooh, Zyre not picking up bombs because he has exactly 60 rupees. He is definitely going back to Death Mountain to make a play for that blue candle. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind.
Yep, and now going the up, left, down, left, through the forest. I think this is the play you need to make.
Absolutely.
We don't know where 2 dungeons are, and the most important thing about that, we don't know where the 2 dungeons that have the 2 items in them are at this point. 1 and 8. But he's going back into the level here, and wait for it.
And blocked.
Blocked again.
And that is the level we suspect to be level 7.
So we have Zyre playing as Zelda. We have Bentglasstube playing Link, which means who they're trying to save are complete opposites.
Right. Zyre is going to be looking to save Link, and Link is going to be looking to save Zelda. Now, there are a number of runners in this tournament that actually play as one of the monsters. We have Darknuts, we have Gibdos. Do we have a Moblin player?
I don't see any reason why we don't, but we have Gorillas, we have Darknuts, we have Wizrobes.
And
oh my!
And in those conditions, then they will actually be fighting a big blown up version of Zelda and trying to save Ganon. And
they'll be also being helped out by fellow enemies.
So instead of an old man at a potion shop, it's going to be a Moblin or an Octorok.
So you remember that hint about Manhandla threatening in Death Mountain? That's where we believe Zyre is here, which would make that level in the graveyard level 7.
Yep. We think. And nope.
What is with this seed in their ladder blocks? Is it possible that level 6 with the Wizrobes, Wizrobe City, is it possible that might have the ladder Z?
I suppose it's possible. For our runner's sake, I sure as heck hope not, but it is certainly possible.
For a certain Z-Man who's laughing maniacally here.
Here we go again. So, just to give you an idea, I have taken a bit of a moniker here as an announcer. That generally speaking, the scenes I announce are very long.
Zyre ending up getting hit with a door repair message there that knocks him down below the candle range.
Well, that is some poor timing. What is BGT really going to go? He's looking like he's making a play, although he's going to get hit with that same door repair charge.
Oh, he bought the candle.
He got the candle. All right. So now we've got the seat open. Now the question is he going to farm some more for? Is he going to farm some more for that book?
Well, he needs 68 rupees at this point in time. This would be a pretty painful way to try to grind up 68 rupees. But 15 rupees away Zyre is, and now without bombs, without the rupees that he needs, he's gonna leave that candle go away for just a moment, and we'll see where Zyre ends up next.
Another good use of the enemy count here by forcing a bomb drop off of red Moblin. Rick, you want to talk about forcing bomb drops?
I will in just a moment, but Zyre did find a 30 rupee, but not going back to where the candle shop is. Oh, another secret here. We're 10. So now Zyre's going to go over to get the candle. There we go. So, yeah, there are counters in this game. Come on, Zyre, where are you going? Okay, there's another secret. Now, this is why you keep notes of where things are on your map, like unclaimed secrets.
Yeah, whenever basically there are mapping programs out there. I think you do too. We both use a program called Z-Helper, which helps us take notes. And I make notes on that tracker of anything I might want to come back to. So if I leave a gift shop behind, if I leave a secret cave behind, if I leave levels behind, I mark them on my Z-Helper.
And there's other people who use other various things, like there are other players who use programs, or some people opt to, oh, we have level 8 on the Raft Island at level 4.
Oh, that's brutal. Alright, I guarantee you this is where ladder is.
So, we have a Raft blocked seed.
And look at the start position, and look at where the open cave is. Or the open door. I very rarely see the open door so far to the right when the start room is so far to the right.
And that's probably why, because this is probably going to be a transport staircase.
I would imagine.
You were asking me about 5 minutes ago, before we got into the drama of Death Mountain, to talk about forced counts. Well, one of the major mechanics of this game are what we call global counters and consecutive kill counters. Global counter is a number between 0 and 9 that says, hey, look, enemy number 1, if it's a red Darknut or a blue Moblin or a red Gorilla or a blue Octorok, that enemy may drop a bomb. Also red Riz Robes and Gibdos too, but they might drop a bomb. Enemies 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 would have different drops assigned to them. Knowing your drop counters and your global counters and the drop tables are very valuable, because if you get certain things, then you know where you are in the global counter, and you might be able to play around to it so you can get a bomb drop that way. But there's also a thing called a consecutive kill counter. Now, you've ever seen that message that says the 10th enemy has the bomb?
Of course, who hasn't in this game?
Well, that's telling you that if you kill a dropping enemy with the bomb and it's your 10th consecutive kill, it will drop a bomb instead of what they normally drop.
So, as you were talking about that, Rick, I just had a rather evil thought.
What, see?
What if this seed is truly candle not required? What if you need the raft to get to level 8 that has the recorder, which opens up level 1, which has the ladder?
This would be like some of these races we've had here during this second round that had been a right order seed. And that would be a waste of 60 rupees when they could have bought the boomstick, or at least on Bentglasstube's end.
That's exactly what I was thinking. And because it's me calling this race, of course it's a complete, total, right order seed that's going to take 3.5 hours.
Well, it's 3.5 hours when you have to deal with blue Darknut rooms like this with a wood sword. We still haven't even, by the way, seen the white sword item.
Nope.
Nor have we gotten any hints of what the white sword item is.
Nope.
Now, that's possible that it's still the white sword, and that checkbox is not on for this seed. It's possible it might be an item that these guys really want.
Or maybe the ladder item is the ladder that's hidden by the flute. I'm sorry, the white sword item is the ladder that's hidden by the flute.
So here we go, round and round, do-si-do with these blue dark nuts, and Zyre's just gonna leave that room and reset it.
Jency, when we talk about flags, either here as commentators or in chat when they talk about flags, anything that can be randomized is what we call a flag. Is enemy HP shuffle is a flag. 0 HP enemies is a flag. Randomized start screen is a flag. Randomized wood sword screen is a flag. So, in this random percent tournament, these flags are either on or off. It's a yes/no binary 0/1 type thing when the seed is generated. In this seed, well, let's give a brief recap of what we know so far in the seed.
Well, we know that the start screen was shuffled. We know that enemy HP is the normal HP that you would find in a regular game. We know cave locations have been shuffled, which includes dungeon locations. Also, we know that shapes are turned on, so they're not what they are normally in the game. They're otherwise arranged shapes. We can tell you that the enemies that are in the dungeons are the same as they are here, so Darknut's set here in level 8 for both of these players. And boss HP is not 0. We don't know if that enemy HP has been shuffled because all we've seen are Lamolas and Gleox.
Actually, we saw Manhandler earlier in this level go down to 1 bomb, so I'm thinking it's normal HP.
Okay, well in that case, absolutely good. Bentglasstube ending up leaving level 8 now.
Yep, Bentglasstube's being like, nope, I'm out, done. And I'm thinking Zyre ain't too far behind either.
Well, an up and a continue, and let's head on over to the right.
Has either one of them actually taken the transport staircase?
Well, if they haven't before, Zyre's going to take it now.
All right. So this should take us to a new area of the dungeon as long as this isn't being trolly, and it does.
And we find a heart container right in the top right corner.
Now, the spiral staircase rooms aren't necessarily a bad place to fight red darknuts as long as you're in the center of the spiral. Once you get into the alleyways of the spiral, then it gets interesting.
Ooh, Bentglasstube has gone back into level 5.
Interesting call. He has 4 keys, so that probably had something to do with this call.
Yep, and we know it's the right call because it's got the bow.
Mm-hmm. God, the number of locked doors in this dungeon is ridiculous. In level 8, I should say, on Zyre's side.
I will point out that while these guys are doing what we consider a random percent tournament, this is what this tournament's being billed as a random percent tournament. This isn't the only set of flags that get played here in the randomizer community.
No, there is a race, I'm not going to say every night, but most every night that runs what we call chaos seeds, which the base behind the chaos seed that gets run almost every night is you shuffle the caves. The shapes are guaranteed to be randomized. The items in the dungeons are guaranteed to be randomized. And the wood sword cave is randomized. So it's kind of like these chaos seeds a little bit, except you know what you're getting into before you even hit the start button. And there are even... Go ahead.
I said Zyre finding another staircase, and it's just another transport staircase.
Interesting. So... now, level 8 normally has 2 staircases, so this doesn't necessarily mean that it's guaranteed to be a split dungeon. It may be. Still don't know. If we see another staircase, then we know we're dealing with a split dungeon.
Bentglasstube trying to find where that item is, and we know he's very, very close to finding where it is, but...
Go ahead.
Just not working out to be in that way.
Zyre, in the meantime, gets a very nicely timed clock and a very nicely timed fairy drop.
Well, that's also where knowing the drop count also helps you out. Because if you know the drop count, if you get a clock off a red Darknut, then you know if you get to the number 5 kill slot with the blue Darknut, you have a chance of getting a fairy drop.
Zyre finding another staircase. Is this yet another transport staircase, or is this actually an item?
Well, after finding 2 transport staircases, I'm thinking this could very likely be the item. And Zyre not showing a lot of block clips here. Trying to set it up, but I think Zyre's not really comfortable with that. Bentglasstube, dies before he can get into the staircase.
That's a poorly timed death.
And we find the silver arrows in 8!
Uh-oh. So... okay, then. So, obviously now we know silver arrows are not randomized into level 9, so therefore the red ring may or not be in level 9. Okay, we've gotten interesting now. And given how deep into level 8 this is, then again, Zyre hasn't found the Triforce. This is... boy, that certainly seems like it's a missable staircase.
Yes. And if you're gambling on the idea when you get into level 8 that, oh boy, silvers are going to be in 9 and Ganon's required, that could be a big miss on Bentglasstube.
Oh no!
This short fraud.
Well, this isn't something we see too often.
Oh shoot!
That is a true oh shoot. So, he's either got to be able to bomb right here. Okay, now he should be able to bomb down. I hope. I pray.
I was so waiting for that to end up being like a money or life.
So was I.
But obviously it was coming down from the above and not from below.
Okay.
But wow. Bentglasstube ended up picking up the bow in level 5 while we're going through that. But wow. Silver arrows in 8 means the red ring and silver arrow forced to 9 flag is turned off.
Now, this is an interesting decision on Zyre's end not to go back into level 8 to hunt an item when he still very clearly needs that ladder. And it's looking possible that he needs the flute, too.
Yeah. He's going to go ahead and try torching the woods first to see if he can't find where level 1 is underneath a burn, under a burn bush. Hey, I hate paper cuts. There's the paper.
Which, excuse me, which is great because if he shows that paper to I think it's an old man in the seat, an old man in a room by himself, that old man will sell him potions.
So we don't know why Zyre left level 8, but figured maybe I found one item that's good enough for me.
Ooh, Zyre finds another place to buy the book.
Yeah, but after all the secrets that have been turned in so far, I don't think the book's going to be purchased by either runner at this point.
I wouldn't think so at this point.
I mean, I would love, absolutely love, to have a case here where the book would end up being picked up and we could see Boomstick, but we don't even know where the wand is just yet.
Nope. For all we know, the wand could be in level 9.
In the room right next to Zelda.
Or if Zelda's required, in Zelda's room. I'm sorry, if Ganon is not required, in Zelda's room.
Very true.
Just for maximum troll.
Zyre's playing around with those silvers. I just hope that Zyre remembers that these rupees are not... Oh, the ladder was under the burn bush!
Well, I did call the ladder being the white sword item. You know, just not... Oh, and he won! And he finds level 1. Zyre is now pretty much on cruise control. If I'm Zyre, you know where level 9 is. You know where all the levels are. You're on Triforce and Go mode at this point.
Yep, Triforce and Go mode, so you're... Oh, Bird's the old man!
Because why not?
It's Bentglasstube finding level 1 as well.
So, what are your predictions for the items in here?
Because why not? Let's do Boomerang number 1 and Boomerang number 2.
I'm going to say the white sword and the whistle.
You're being nicer to our players. Oh, the wand!
The wand!
So now level 1 would be where we had the boomstick activated if they bought the book, but neither runner has enough rupees for that.
Rick,
Now, Bentglasstube is closest enough to it at this point.
Rick, why don't you explain the mechanic of hitting B and A at the same time with the wand?
Absolutely. So there's a mechanic in this game where you could hit the B and A button at the same time, so you could use both the wand and your sword. And it would be your sword plus the wand, which is 2 HP, your wood sword being 1. So you can do extra damage to your enemies, your best buddies in this game. Oh, the red candle in 1! So you needed the candle to find the red candle.
So this is definitely a candle required seed.
Sorry, Z.
Yeah, it's alright. Hey, but at least this means that we have a chance at not a 2-hour seed here.
That's correct. By the way, since we're now an hour and 5 minutes in, let's go ahead and recap the items that we've seen so far. You take it away, Z.
Absolutely. In level 1, we have the wand and the red candle. In level 2, we have the magical key. We do not know level 3. Level 4, we have the raft. Level 5, we have the bow. We do not know either item in 6 or 7. We know the silvers were the first item in level 8, but we do not know the second item. The ladder was the heart container. The armor item was the power bracelet. And as we just saw, the white sword item is the ladder.
And that means right now at this point in time, we have the red ring, we have the magic shield, which takes the place of the book because this is a boomstick seed. Also, well, that's an interesting Triforce and Triforce room. If that was the first level these guys found, they would be thinking that for the rest of the seed. But that means we've got some decent items still up for grabs. Like I mentioned, the red ring is being one of them. Now we're going to see Bentglasstube go for both items. Zyre, once again, is on go mode here. And the most interesting aspect of this, you know that gamble with level 8?
It's going to pay off.
It just paid off.
So, the items we have yet to see. The white sword, the red ring, the magic shield, because this is boomstick, the recorder, the wooden boomerang, and the magical boomerang.
And boomstick is a mechanic there, or if you get the book combined with the wand, instead of the book causing it randomizer my day, we knew where things were, and that's okay. I love that popping up in this seed. So boomstick is when you take the wand plus the book. Now normally in the game, if that's the case, when the wand makes contact onto an enemy, it creates fire. Well, in boomstick, that fire has been changed, and it's that wand ends up having explosions instead of being fire. So it works pretty much as unlimited bombs at that point in time. And that is an amazing room to be holding on to the Triforce in level 6. That is absolutely brutal.
Yeah, well, remember earlier in the seed where I said that, NSU rooms with 6 blue whiz robes was absolutely terrible? Uh-huh. And of course it had the Triforce. And I just saw an interesting point in chat. I don't think we've seen the location of the magic sword.
We have not seen the magical sword. We had not seen the white sword up until Zyre came across it. It's possible that we could be seeing the recorder blocking the magical sword. By the way, we could eliminate it to either 3, 6, 7, or 8 being the location of where the recorder is at this point, because that cannot be in level 9.
So, maybe we can get a little help from chat here, but so Bentglasstube got the Triforce out of level 1. Did he get the ladder one screen down?
I don't think so. But we're being told yes. And we'll get confirmation of that when he hits the start button. But because...
Oh, now we have a no.
No, we're getting no's.
Alright, we're getting no's.
That's interesting that he would bypass a candle like that.
That's a mistake. That's a bad mistake right there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a routing mistake at this point.
So it looks like Zyre now heading up to what we know is level 7, going to take care of that, and then he's going to take care of level 3 up on Death Mountain.
And then back on to lower ground and get into level 9.
Meanwhile, Bentglasstube going again through level 8.
So both levels 3 and 7 were ladder blocked, as we knew earlier. And believe us, we have thought about randomizing the Lost Woods plans, but the designer of Randomizer, Fred Coughlin, or F. Coughlin, have you, has decided that, this needs to be kind of fair to new players and old players alike. So if you change it, it's going to be really, really difficult for for new players to kind of know what to do. They're just going to be sitting there in the days trying to figure out, how do I get to the grave from here? And yes, Do It A Cappella is a Carmen Sandiego reference.
Where in the world is
Carmen Sandiego?
All right, so it looks like Zyre is playing the game of Find the Bomb Hole, though, there was a grumble room, a couple rooms to the right.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be required, but you never know. What if... we'll see. Can the Triforce be in Zelda's room or no?
I have never seen that happen, so
Okay.
I'm going to say no. And the shield, the magic shield in level 7. So as we were mentioning earlier, because this is a boomstick seed, the book is rotated out and replaced by the magic shield in the most expensive magic shield shop, which is the same as the candle because the shops are not shuffled in this seed.
So let me just also point out here that I'm a little surprised Zyre didn't pick up the magic shield, knowing that it's probably Wizrobes in level 9.
Yeah, we're pretty much guaranteed that level 9 is going to be Wizrobes, because the enemy sets are the same as they've been in all dungeons.
And given that the magic shield can block Wizrobe beams, I would have gone and picked up that magic shield.
And he says no.
Well, he's bomb blocked.
Without the bombs, it's time to leave, I guess, and we'll come back in a few moments. Bentglasstube ending up spinning around in a circle after finding a Gliok that doesn't agree with his presence.
Does Gliok ever agree with anybody's presence?
Maybe he's agreed with somebody's presence on Christmas Day.
Fair enough. Zyre now... Oh, bombs were at the start, but now he's got to make that wall. Oh, and he has his ladder, so it's not quite as long of a trek now. Over to level 7. So used to these guys not having a ladder at this point that it kind of surprises me now that, oh yeah, quick travel now.
Bentglasstube getting bullied into the staircase by the Red Darknuts. Red Darknuts really don't care for his presence either.
So what is Zyre looking for here? Maybe the last take anyone you choose? Yeah, well.
So as we watch both of these players right now, Zyre is definitely in a huge advantage at this point in time, especially considering the fact that Bentglasstube left a very critical item one screen south of where level 1 was. Zyre's got to go to level 3 first.
And also keep in mind that Bentglasstube also doesn't know where level 2 is.
Right.
And I think he knows where level 3 is, but he does not know where level 2 is.
That's right. That is very interesting, too. The fact that right now he's missing out on so many dungeons. Oh, how did the world did that bomb work?
I thought he was too far away. I didn't think that bomb had any prayer of working.
Well, it's going to work out to his advantage here. Hey, Aquaman, so it's close to start. Also, there's a ladder that's south of there. Get back over there sometime, BGT.
Come on, BGT, go back to the start, please, 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 please. Okay. Now that we have that out of the way, now I think you're going to see wonderful use of that bomb, of the wand, sword combo taking care of these Darknuts, who are lining up very nicely for him.
And don't forget, the wand works as the same damage equivalent as the white sword, so it's definitely going to be a must-use against the Zongs, against the Blue Darknuts, against pretty much anything. And there's the Triforce in level 3.
He has one Triforce to go out of level 7, but he only has 2 bombs, and there is still that possibility that the bomb hole is behind the Hungry Gorilla.
Wouldn't that be something to torture these runners if that would be the case, that they need to buy the meat?
As if they hadn't been tortured enough in this city.
I mean, we're an hour and 15 minutes in, and neither of these players are ready to go to level 9.
Yeah, this is... Okay, it looks like Bentglassstube's about to get the silvers.
Yep, I believe this is the screen where we found them earlier.
And given how he has 102 rupees, I bet we're going to be seeing a lot of silver flying across his screen.
Yeah, but BGT probably really happy, but now nervous about what's going to be happening next, now that he found those silver arrows. Triforce is. We remember where that Triforce is. A room called the Old Shoot Room.
Yes, where you had to kind of, take the circuitous, thank you, Liquid Husband, route to get there.
I like the strategy here, though, of facing downward when trying to attack these blue Darknuts. Now, it doesn't work like this, but there we go. But, when you're standing in a position where you are down...
Uh-oh.
So you could actually hit those Darknuts in easier ways. In BGT, you've got the wand, you got the bow plus the arrows.
BGT, silver arrows, please.
We may be bait blocked, guys. By the way,
I'm wondering if Zyre is now making a play to go buy bait.
he is killing a whole bunch of enemies up to 59 rupees, and because the shop prices are not shuffled, we know the cheap meat would be 60 rupees.
Which announcer sounds like Fozzie, Daryl? Me or Rick? Alright, so... do we have the... Yes, Boomstick is on Cobra. Does he know where the meat is? Or is he looking for it?
Well, the meat would be in the same shop with the bombs. If you want the cheap meat. Oh, no. The cheap meat would be actually the one where the blue ring shop is.
And the blue ring shop was up on Death Mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Did he? Yes, he
he got in time.
He got in.
So, if you get hit with a door repair message, you can up-and A to get out of it, as long as the message hasn't finished forming. Now, BGT is about to find out where this Triforce is. Oh, it's only 2 screens north. Oh, he's been in that room already. And another return to a cave to up and A.
He can't get into that room from the south because of the old man.
Oh, right. So he's got to get it from the north. So Zyre did it the right way.
There we go. Now Bentglasstube's got the idea. And Zyre buying more bombs. Maybe he's thinking he's not meat blocked out of 7 yet.
It's an interesting decision here.
Now, I don't think, to be fair, I don't think he has checked every possible bomb spot in level 7.
And you're correct, there's a possibility he can work around it.
Right.
And Bentglasstube now picking up his 4th Triforce piece at 1 hour and 18 minutes in.
Now, I don't think Bentglasstube does have the meat. I don't think he does. So, interesting to see where he goes now, because he knows he's letter blocked out of 3 and 7. What was the block in level 6?
Wiz Robes.
Wiz Robes. And he doesn't know where level 2 is. So, where is he going? Is he going to try level 6 now?
I think so.
And we do not know the item out of level 6.
We don't know the item out of level 6. We know we haven't even found level 6 yet.
Yeah, it's underneath the
Now
very...
he did.
Yep, okay. I thought he knew. I thought he saw that one before, maybe. Oh, well.
Yeah, for some reason, it was not... The staircase wasn't there. And Zyre's now back into level 7. So this is quite the interesting ink blot here that's forming here in level 7.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of bomb spots to check. Was this a staircase?
Yes, it was the magic shield.
Magic shield, that's right. Ooh, fairies all over the place.
Fairy explosion. And I like the strategy of trying to bomb these blue whiz robes here, although he is getting bodied by them in the door.
Yeah, he's not far enough into the doorway to take care of him.
Yeah, you've got to get yourself deep in the doorway. Now, luckily, 2 of these are stuck here on the up and between the N and the S.
Right, which can happen. The whiz robes kind of like soft lock themselves into some sort of a pattern, and they just bounce back and forth.
And he will kill them off, and he will find the Triforce, but he's going to leave it behind.
He's probably looking for the item. Probably he's thinking it's the ladder, I'm betting.
He's going to go... He better grab that Triforce.
Oh, he's grabbing the key. Because he doesn't have the any key. Because he hasn't found level 2.
Okay, well then that's fine. He better grab that Triforce. You don't want to have to deal with those 6 blue whiz robes again.
The more Zyre is exploring this level, the more and more likely it is that there is a bomb hole behind the Hungry Gorilla.
The question is how long will it take to recognize that?
Yes, it is 6 screen transitions to reset enemies in a room. Oh, and he finally remembers he has the silver arrows. So is this the item room in level 6? Nope.
Not tonight.
And Zyre is out of bombs. With very few places left to check for bomb holes. Alright, Rick, I have to step away real quickly, back in 20 seconds.
1, 2,
Funny.
3, and while Z-Man goes and does that, so the question is, where is this magic bomb wall that we're looking for? Now, Zyre checking the double block room, and unfortunately finding that is not necessarily a route that you can go. The problem with what we're seeing here is pretty much we are at a point where Zyre really needs to consider buying the bait because there's got to be something. Now, there's also a possibility that we're missing a bomb hole here somewhere, and that's also a possibility that happens with these shapes. And the hungry gorilla continues to troll Zyre at this point, and no. So we are talking about an extremely possible scenario there that what Z-Man is saying correctly. There is a bomb hole behind that hungry gorilla. And that leaves you out of getting through the remainder of this dungeon. Bentglasstube continuing to explore level 6, trying to find out where the item is, because Bentglasstube is really looking for... And he's really looking for the item. He's seeking the ladder. We don't know where the ladder is. Well, he doesn't know where the ladder is. We know where it is. It's south of level 1, which is surprising that he didn't even check. Zyre buying more bombs. And at this point in time, I've got to wonder if this bomb investment of him is just really just delaying the solving of this puzzle.
It really seems like it is. From everything I've seen, he's gotta think it's he's bait blocked at this point. And Bentglasstube still searching around level 6 for an item that we don't know what the item is.
We know it's not required, whatever that item is, and Bentglasstube finds whiz robes that don't care for him being around. How many rupees has Zyre spent on bombs in the last 15 minutes here, Z?
I was going to say, just in the last 15 minutes, it's got to be close to 100. I know he's got at least 4 packs, which is 80, and I'm pretty sure he's gotten 5. You never know. I still don't think he has bombed every single possible hole yet. I don't think.
Where, I probably should be charting this level 7, so I'm not bombing the same walls 17 times.
No kidding. I think it's hitting him now. I think it is hitting him now. The only room I think he can check is this room he's entering, or was going to enter, the right-hand wall of that room he was going to enter.
And he bombed that before he left and bought more bombs.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure at this point he's gotten every wall. It's gotta be. It has to be bait blocked at this point.
And he pushes the wall again in hopes that it'll actually do something, and we know that those push blocks aren't going to do anything.
Yep. He has to know at this point it's bait block. Or he has to at least figure it. Oh, and Bentglasstube went too many rooms, and now he's got to re-clear this frickin' 6 Wizrube NSU hell.
Well, he kept dying, so when you die and after you cleared the room, well, it resets. So, right now I can just tell you that this is getting really frustrating for both of these players because they would really like to figure out the answer to this puzzle.
And keep in mind, Bentglasstube still has yet to enter this puzzle.
Another bomb wall that doesn't work because Zyre is actually on the very, very left end of where the walls are in this game.
He's not going to be able. Nope, he's not going to be able to bomb there because he's at the left edge. He's bombed up here before. He's bombed there before. I'm pretty sure we can safely say that this is definitely meat blocked at this point. It is definitely have a bait block.
I'd love to see the map for this level. Oh, are we geenie farming?
We are geenie farming. Don't die, don't die. Okay.
Guineas. They are part of the rupee dropping group. Beautiful for farming rupees.
Absolutely. And just a situation such as this where you need every single last rupee.
And he skips over 3 rupees. I love your little groaning at this. Okay, get that blue rupee. Get that blue rupee.
Yep. I don't know. I guess it just holds a special place in my heart because the first seed, the first race I ever won was because I had meat and level 9 was meat blocked. So now I always buy meat whenever I can.
And there's another 12 rupees for the savings account.
So how much... Now, this is part of... I don't know the vanilla game all that well. I don't have it completely memorized. What is the price of the cheap meat, usually?
60 rupees, and it's the shop that has the blue ring.
So it's up on Death... So, okay, it's up on Death Mountain, and it's 60 rupees. So... Is he farming?
Please don't tell me he's farming for more bombs.
No. Is he farming for the boomstick?
Oh, please don't tell me that either. Because that's not the answer to our problems right now.
He might think it is. So does he not realize that that room is the Hungry Gorilla?
I don't know. 88 rupees, though. And he's going to have to pop back into level 7 if he wants to Oh, the recorder was in 6!
Okay.
So the recorder and Triforce out of 6 pickup.
All right,
Now,
Bentglasstube, listen to me. Listen to the psychic waves I am sending you. You're going to go back to that spot at start, and you're going to burn it, and you're going to get the ladder. You're going the wrong way.
We're doing this for your own good.
It beyond the shadow of a doubt in my mind, Zyre's farming for the boomstick.
He's up to 99 rupees. Please don't tell me he's going to buy bombs. Oh.
Wait. Maybe did he just realize that maybe he thought the meat was 90?
Come on. Go left.
All right, go left.
Go left. Go left. No.
That's not your other left. Your other left.
No. Where are you going?
Oh my god, he's going for bombs. No, wait. Okay, he's backtracking. He's back.
Boom. There we go. No. Wrong
room. Left. Keep going left. There we go.
Here we go.
All right.
Come on.
All right.
Come on.
That's what we're saying.
Touchdown!
580! Yes! Yes, we have it! Of course, he doesn't have any bombs, though.
We'll get to that problem in just a moment.
Well, that's what he was farming for. He was farming for bombs and the meat. I bet. I hope. Oh God, I hope.
I hope so too. But why is he going back to the level then? Just go back to start. Come on, BGT. Now get back over to where level 1 was.
Is he gonna go farm the red Gurias?
I hope so. Why are you killing these? Get to the Gurias!
He has to kill those to get to the Guria, though. Oh, well.
I meant the red ones that have bombs.
I thought they were red. Oh, no.
I mean, you're gonna feed this guy, but you can't do anything else because you got no bombs.
And he's gonna realize that right about now.
Don't!
And up a day, and back to start he goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now an hour and 32 minutes into this race.
Which is actually still short seed for me.
Because Z-Man was on the commentary for about 2/3 of a race that took 5.5 hours to complete because the guy was, the person was kind of new and it was an interesting seed to say the least.
Alright, so now, finally, we're gonna go back to level 7. And he's gonna bomb where the Guria was, and watch the Triforce be, like, right there.
Oh! You know what Zyre did, too?
What? He up-A'd before he lost the meat.
Yes! Which, obviously, is not gonna do anything really special here, because there's only one bait block in first quest. But
I guess if there's Gurias in 9.
Okay, so let's see what BGT's doing here.
So he's whistling to... Okay, so
Whistles to New Dungeons is on.
That's a good thing.
Now whistle to 1 and go 1 screen south, BGT, and get yourself a ladder that's going to solve your problems.
And here it comes!
Here we go!
Yes!
And the old man gets torched.
Yeah, I can't blame him for that.
Oh, magical sword!
And we have the magical sword
Recorder Lake.
Under the lake. Alright, so now Bentglasstube is probably checking every single recorder spot there is on the mixed overworld. Because,
yeah, which there's a bunch of.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Well,
You saw what I saw.
I just saw that dig dogger with the 2-block room.
Yep, that's exactly what I was owing about.
2-block rooms have drops.
Oh, what the heck is this Inkbot? Guys, name that Inkbot.
It kind of looks like somebody falling. Like you can see the head off to the right and the legs off to the left.
I like Fiesel's answer, jellyfish.
Yeah, okay. I'll buy that. I'll buy that for a rupee.
So that bait block is required, and that guarantees you that that bait block is required. What in the world is with this 7?
The only thing that's going to make this 7 more of a living hell is if the Triforce was Dig Dugger blocked.
Oh god, I hope not. And we're going to find out an answer to that right now. Oh, you're 2 rooms away, Z.
I don't think it's going to be. The game isn't that cruel of a mistress, is it?
I don't know, Z. They gotta take the long way around.
You can't bomb into it. At least not from that. Oh, God. Okay. Now you go left.
Go left. And what do we find?
The Dongo
block.
Okay. At least he has bombs for these, right?
Well, as long as he actually makes them.
For now.
There we go.
Okay. He should be good now, unless we really have a troll Dongo explosion.
You'd have to miss 8 times. Whoa.
2.
He does that.
There we go. He's got it now. All right.
Get the bombs. You need them. Yeah.
And now Zyre is off.
9.
Zyre's off to 9. Yay. Meanwhile, Bentglasstube, go down. Go down. No, that's not down. That's not.
I hope somebody's clipping this.
Okay. So, where was level 9 again?
Somewhere in Hyrule. About 4 screens from where the ladder is. So, ladies and gentlemen in chat, as we head on over to level 9, put your guesses on whether or not you think Ganon is going to be required. We don't know if he is. It's possible Zyre could walk into Zelda's room for all we know.
But on the good news, it looks like Bentglasstube's finally going to find level 2.
I hope so.
Apparently my cat doesn't like this, see? Okay!
Your cat has disagreements as Bentglasstube goes into level 2.
Ooh, interesting. There's no path to the right on Zyre's side.
Yep, and don't forget we're dealing with shapes, so this is not definitely a seed that size that we need to know, that we know what's going on here. And
also keep in mind that we have seen Ganon's room randomized. So that means Zelda may not necessarily be in her room.
Oh god, now that's the 3rd time we've seen that room, that square block room that's normally in 7. The designers need to get a new job. A little bit of originality, please.
So we'll know if Ganon is required if, like, is Zyre here. If this shutter room does not open, if that shutter door does not open, we know Ganon is required.
And it opens, so we don't know yet.
If Ganon is not required, we could very well have a suddenly Zelda moment, and the race will be over.
Yep. And for these kind of moments, I hide the ARC, so I get to see it as it happens before my eyes. Zyre goes into the first staircase.
Yep. So, also something else to keep in mind, that if Ganon is not required, there is certainly a possibility of a bomb hole into Zelda.
Open door, locked door,
or
it could be anything.
Direct staircase. No, like Zelda in a staircase room. Well, yeah, alright, fine. Given that Zyre's playing as Zelda, this would be a suddenly Link moment. Okay, fine. I concede that.
You concede way too easily.
Yeah, it's easier than arguing sometimes.
Very true. And we're being told again, oh, there's Ganon.
Oh, there's Ganon with a one shutter door. Might that be?
Interesting. And by the way, the only room that's going to go dark in shapes, and oh, not 0 HP Ganon, by the way. So the only room that's going to go dark in shapes is Ganon's room.
Right. Also interesting to note, now we're going to need 15 hints from the wood sword, and Zyre doing the run around the room strategy.
Maybe. There's a possibility Ganon's HP could still be shuffled.
I don't think I've seen that in the races yet. I'm not sure.
It has actually happened a couple of times. I know the Greenleaf effect actually had to happen in one of his races where it only was, like, I think 6 white
one high roll
hits.
driver and Zyre's dead.
Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Dancing around with the pig.
That's not a waltz you want to do, and dead.
And the Tango claims Zyre. So now, will Zyre go back to Ganon or opt to go a different direction in trying to see whether or not Ganon is required?
Also, something else to keep in mind. He doesn't have a potion. And he only has blue tunic. And he needs a lot of hits on Ganon. Is he going to go back for a heart refill, maybe? Is he going to try to find Zelda's room? Or is he going to maybe farm for a potion? He's got a number of different...
White sword! So the white sword found in level 9. That's gonna give Zyre a little bit of help if it turns out that the pig is required.
Mm-hmm. Big time. So at most, it'll take 8 hits. Oh, thanks, old man. Thanks for the old news.
Yep. Would you like to help me out and tell me where the kidnap lies?
No.
Bentglasstube opted to grab the Triforce out of 2, I believe, without getting the any key. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
He's back in there.
Is he looking for the item? Did we...
But you gotta remember, he's still looking for the ladder because he opted not to go
right
to our noises.
Wait, how did he get the Triforce out of 3? I thought he was... walked out of 3.
I think he was. I think somebody misclicked.
Oh. Okay, so... Oh, there's Zelda's room. Oh, hi!
Room. Yeah! There's nice occupants in her room.
Nope.
Get out of there!
Nope, 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 nope. Wrong answer, try again.
So, like we were saying before, there's a possibility that Ganon was required in this seed. We don't know just yet. Zyre's the first one into 9, so there's a possibility that we won't know until a certain pig's been killed, but Zyre's going to be making plays right now to try to figure out whether or not this thing was required. And I think the answer to this is, let's try bombing.
Yep,
Don't go north, that's Zelda's room, that's not going to help you.
he's going to try to clip, and he successfully clips into that wizard room.
Well, we end up on the other end of the world. A compass would be a beautiful find at the top right corner, but instead it's bombs, which is probably the second best find right now. Oh, the map.
And it's Swiss cheese as normal. And Petra decides to give Zyre a big hug, and Zyre has to go back to start.
Yes. So Bentglasstube picks up the any key. Now get south of 1. No, you can't bomb to the right out of the old man room there, Zyre. But you remember that
can't
thing
bomb
you were
right there.
wondering about?
Interesting.
Yes.
Maybe? Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Or, well...
Magic staircase will take you to the top, to that bottom right corner.
I wonder. You know, whenever there's not a staircase, so normally that first old man room is normally, you have 3 exits from that old man room, up, left, and right. Whenever one of those exits is blocked, it always makes me think that there's something important on the other side.
Something like a princess that needs to be saved?
Or a pig that needs to be, become bacon.
11:52 p.m. is the perfect time for bacon.
When isn't the perfect time for bacon?
Fair point. Petra claims another Zyre. So I'm going to ask you, are you going to upgrade to Windows 10?
I already have Windows 10 on both my home computer and my work computer, so I'm already there. How about you?
I don't know, but I'm watching Bentglasstube beating up this old man. And
the old
I don't
man
know if he was
beating him
trying
back.
to drive up. I don't know if he was trying to drive up his count to try to force a bomb drop, but it obviously didn't work because he kept getting hit with the fireballs.
Zyre refilling his life. I wonder if he's going to make a run at Ganon.
He is probably under the mindset that maybe the pig is required.
So Bentglasstube is back in level 8, trying to dig for what he hopes is the ladder, but what we know is it's either going to be one of the boomerangs or the red ring.
Red ring would be nice, but we know that's not required.
Right. Red ring would be nice, which means it's probably one of the boomerangs.
So, there's another race that's going to be starting up around midnight here. It's going to be between 2 other players. That's going to be on the __Dave, between Putz 12 and the Seawolf 1. That will be the next race coming up here in the Zelda Randomizer tournament, as we are in week number 2 of this thing. It's as we mentioned before, a Swiss-style tournament here, 4-rounder, so 44 registered 44 registered players in this thing. So, you know what? We get to have 22 thrilling races each and every week.
And that's awesome. Because these races are so fun.
Yep. And you know, the fun thing about this race is, at this point in time, because Zyre's having some issues in 9, Bentglasstube is not out of it, and Bentglasstube goes back into the well that had the silver arrows in it.
No, Bentglasstube isn't completely out of it, given how much trouble Zyre's having.
So all Bentglasstube really needs to do is find out where the ladder is. We know where the ladder is. And Zyre's going to go right back to Ganon.
Loads up the silver arrow. And here we go.
Now with the white sword, this is going to be easier than the first time around. Now once again, we don't know if Ganon's HP has been shuffled, so if it's not shuffled, we need 8 white sword hits. He's got 2 of them, but he's got to be careful because this little strategy here is going to get him a lot of Hyrule drivers, which takes 2 hearts away per Hyrule driver.
And I should mention, to clarify to chat, Hyrule driver is what we call when Ganon gives you a body check.
And Zyre's been getting several of those. He's got 4 hits on him now.
And each Ganon body check delivers 2 hearts worth of damage. So
there's 5, so I'm saying HP not shuffled.
There's 6. Can he avoid? There's 7. Can he avoid it? Can he avoid it? Do we have bacon? Come on, bacon! Oh, take the bacon!
Yes! Yes! In the room self
is not Zelda.
Turns out to be rupees. The room self?
Moldorms.
Well, that's not what Zyre wanted to see.
Okay, so now the great Zelda hunt begins.
So, how do you know if Ganon's required
you
come across Zelda's room?
You will know if Ganon is required if you enter a room that has a single shutter, and the shutter opens even if there are enemies in the room. If that happens, you know Ganon was required and Zelda's in the next room.
And we won't know that until we get to one of those shutter doors that open up, so...
Oh, Bentglasstube possibly finding the other item location in level 8?
Why are you bombing keys for?
Why not?
Drop!
Oh, yeah. Yep, he thought that. Oops. Oh, well. And, of course, it's nothing.
A key drop means nope. Sorry. Try again.
Alright, Zyre taking a staircase, and we'll see where this one leads.
Now there's a room to the left that has a shutter door, and if this was the case where a little bit ago, yep, grab the clock, we would have been wondering if that was Zelda's room, but we know that's not going to be the case. Zyre going straight to the north.
And
I think another staircase possibility.
It's either going to be a transport staircase or the other item.
And it turns out to be another transport staircase. Zyre says no.
More bombs. Whoa! And, good juking by Zyre there to avoid those beams.
Yep, and here's another room where he's gonna have to use some juking. Here is some Lamolas want some tasty Zelda.
Well, the nice thing about the quote-unquote nice thing about Lamolas is that they do tend to go through you with their iframes.
Hey, the silver to kill a beast lies elsewhere.
So generally, the Lamolas aren't terribly difficult because their iframes seem to last a while, in my opinion.
So,
Zyre, kill that room.
Pretty much what ended up happening there was the old man gave us the hint that would have really devastated our players if neither of them had found dead. If neither of our players found the silvers in level 8. So now we're an hour and 51 minutes in. Let's go ahead and set things up. Bentglasstube is searching for a ladder. We know that was the white sword item. Zyre's looking for Link. We don't know where that is. We know it's somewhere in level 9.
Yep, pretty much. And we know that, Bentglasstube is looking for that ladder, which was the white sword item, which was one screen west of Vanilla, or east, one screen east of Vanilla Start.
And we know that the next time that Z-Man volunteers to do a commentary shift here, we know we need to brew a lot of coffee.
Yes, because we are just about at the point where we're 8 minutes away from me commentating on my second race that will take at least 2 hours for the winner to complete.
And that poor old man telling Bentglasstube Aquentus waits close to start. Also, there's a ladder that awaits close to start! And in shapes, by the way, the holes that you see in the maps, they will never contain rooms. Oh, that staircase ended up bringing him over to this bottom right corner.
Which, of course, led to nothing.
Oh, the red ring was the other item in 8.
Well, that's a handy item. So we know both boomerangs then are in levels 3 and 9. So now that we can at least give some sort of an idea, given that it is almost 2 hours into the seed, why don't I give yet another item recap? Yeah. Level 1 was the wand and red candle. Level 2 was the magic key. Level 3 was one of the boomerangs. Level 4 was the raft. Level 5 was the bow. Level 6 was the recorder. Level 7 was the magic shield, because this was a boomstick seed. Level 8 was the silver arrows and red ring. Level 9 was the white sword and the other boomerang. The ladder item was the heart container. The Armos item was the power bracelet.
Wait! Bentglasstube finally found the ladder!
An hour and 54 minutes into the seed, and we have a ladder find on Bentglasstube's side. But given that we're an hour and 54 minutes into the seed, and he's only 2 Triforces away from 9, he's got to be thinking, what the heck is level 9 going to do to me once I get there? Alright, so it looks like now he's going to whistle off to Death Mountain, and he's going to take care of level 3 before he takes care of level 7, which of course he's going to find his meat blocked.
And I don't think he bought the meat yet.
Nope, he hasn't. Zyre looks like he's just kind of going in circles.
We've seen these same 7 or so rooms now, probably the 7th time now.
The coast item was the heart container.
I'm sorry, I interrupted your little spiel there when Bentglasstube finally discovered that he didn't torch the burn bush south the 1.
Wait, where's Okay, Bentglasstube is heading his way over to level 3. You know, if he kills enough enemies in level 3, he might buy the boomstick.
But he doesn't want to buy the boomstick, he needs to buy the meat.
Well, I know that, you know that, chat knows that, but he doesn't.
At this point in time, I would say start clearing out some of these rooms to see if you can find the compass.
No kidding. Also, and I'm just noting this just because it has been this type of seed, Zyre went...
Oh! Look at this! Zelda's in the tea room!
Game, we have to have a talk here. You're being mean. You're being mean to our racers.
Oh,
you need to stop this.
God. Now there is never going to be a ladder clip required to beat this game. There's never going to be a block clip needed to beat this game. But somebody who knows how to do that is going to have a massive advantage.
And look what's to the left of this tea room. A blank square. You have to get to Zelda. If you don't know how to ladder clip, you have to get to Zelda from the bottom.
Oh my God. Hasn't this seed done enough to these two?
Nope. It has one last troll up its sleeve.
Now we know Zyre is very, very limited in his clips because very few have tried to see him do block clips, hadn't done any screen scrolls, so his ability to ladder clip is almost non-existent here. And dead.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Bentglasstube got the Triforce out of 3. He knows how to screen scroll.
And by the way, does that mean that Ganon was not required?
Yes, I did not see a shutter door there.
So guess what? If BGT could figure out the game here...
If he can figure out this meat block...
And he should figure out this meat block because he saw the map to level 8. Level 8 is the inverse of level 7. Okay, VGT, leave level 7. Buy the meat.
Go get the meat. Oh God. And look at how close he is to the boomstick.
177. Don't buy it. You got meat to buy. Okay, so...
Alright, so...
Zyre, try this. I mean... Like I said, you're never gonna have to do this to beat the game, but... WingedZyre might end up having to figure some way around this, and he's gonna try to bomb back into that staircase room with the Panther that he just died in.
Which is good, so at least this way he doesn't have to look at Link again. And, be taunted by Link. And another, I think this is his 4th or 5th Petra hug?
Petra, you are a jerk to our players. Please discontinue ASAP.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've lost the ability to describe this seed anymore.
Well, this seed is going to be identified by what BGT is about to find in just a few moments.
So I wonder if we should warn our viewers now that when we invite the racers in for a nice little chat afterwards, that they may hear some unsavory language about this seed.
This interview might be rated PG-13 or higher.
Or higher. I would say rated R. Rated R.
Send the kids to bed.
Rated R for strong language. Oh God. Bentglasstube is 11 rupees away from Boomstick.
You say that like he's gonna buy that and not get the meat. Oh, that's what Zyre's doing.
Smart.
Extremely.
Now maybe he'll go up to the fairy fountain?
Well.
Or not. And ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the 2-hour mark on this seed. And it's still not over. I am cursed, period. There's no other way to describe it. I'm cursed.
And that way, Feasel, the next time you see that Z-Man050778 is on commentary for his Zelda Randomizer seed, run for the hills! Bentglasstube picking up the magical shield. Z-Man, this has been fun working with you, though.
Absolutely, you know what? Even though I am the bringer of death seeds, I still have fun doing this.
This is the seed doing it to these players. It really is.
It really is the seed just being a trollish. You know what?
No,
Fill in the blank.
No.
I didn't say it.
Don't do this, Zyre. Okay, good. Use the potion, save your life, and now annihilate this Petra!
Must kill Petra.
And if I'm Zyre, after I get a good night's sleep, I am going to be going to redcandle.us and learning how to block clip, screen scroll, ladder clip.
No kidding. Alright, so let's see where this takes him.
Ooh!
Maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe. Bomb. He only has 2 bombs. Use your silver arrow. Okay. Is he gonna bomb left?
Think about it. Yes!
Oh, maybe.
Possibly.
This has to be it. No.
No, wrong way. No, please don't. No.
Down and left. Down, left, up. Down, left, up, and it's over.
Okay, left, up.
No.
Up.
No.
Yep.
There we go. He's got it.
Here we go. Just give it easily. And we have a winner!
Ladies and gentlemen, get out your GGs. Zyre has finished first in this seed with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 55 seconds.
The battle of who could find the right bomb hole and the battle of who could find the ladder first.
And with that ding, I believe we do have Zyre with us. Zyre, how you doing, sir?
Oh my gosh, that was a pain in the butt.
Okay, well that summarizes this seed in 4 words. Let's just get right to the ending first. What did you think the minute you walked in there? It said, "Ooh, there's Link." Ew, there's a tea room.
Yeah, I saw Link. My first thought was, finally, I found him, and then I saw the tea room, and I was like, okay, well, I'll try going around, and didn't pan out at all.
Uh-oh. Well, you know, just to interrupt this interview for 1 second, we should bring our attention to what Bentglasstube is about to do.
Oh. And speaking of that, so what was your thoughts when you found out that, oh god, Do It Rockapella is taunting you with a meat block?
I could not believe how long it took me to figure out that that was a meat lock. The first tip-off should have been the fact that it was a moblin and not the regular sprites. I mean, that really should have been the first tip-off there. But I have no idea how many bombs I went through trying to find a wall to go around and find that one bomb hole that would open up the rest of level 7.
You should listen to the good old the replay of this race. We were pretty much just yelling at you and BGT for half of the past half hour.
To go by.
I'm feeling particularly dumb about this seed. How I kept running my head against brick walls left and right, not realizing the door was 10 feet away.
And then you finally found the map, and you went, "What in the world is up with this 7?"
Yeah, I'd explored everything else except for what was beyond, just in that last little bit. And I just, as soon as I found a staircase, I was like, you know what? It can't hurt to jump around, and because it can't take me to the other side of the map. Otherwise, I would have found it earlier. So that 7 was a huge brick wall. That really could have been done a lot easier had I thought about it for just a little bit longer.
And speaking of huge brick walls, let's go back to the beginning of this seed. How about that woodsword location?
When I was first up in Death Mountain area, my first thought was I should go check that open cave up there near vanilla level 9. I really should. But then another thought crept in, and this is probably the devil on the shoulder saying, nah, you don't need to check that, because what are the odds of it being there? You have all these other open spots. The odds of it being up there is really small. And, of course, Murphy's Law had to strike at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
So you're making your way through that level 9, and you opted to go ahead and kill the pig. Why?
I just figured better safe than sorry. Part of me was... Because as I was trying to go through 9, I kept dying and had low health. And at first I only had the wooden sword. And my thought was, well, I'm just going to bank on the fact that that Ganon's going to be required. I'm just going to bank on that, and should BGT be in 9 with me, a 50-50 shot, Ganon's going to be required. If he is required, great, I'll have killed him, and then it's just tracking down Link, and then otherwise, hey, probably would have lost it otherwise. So, no idea if it was required.
If what? Ganon? If what was required?
If Ganon was required.
It turned out that he wasn't, because you were able to just walk into her room. There were no shutter doors that opened up, and you entered the room outside of Blink, rather.
Yeah, that's probably true. But I mean, I did kill Ganon before I even found Link in the first place.
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
You did, but
you didn't know that at the time.
Yeah, when you went through it, yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, frankly, to be honest, I'd make the same play. So.
Yeah. That might be some flags I need to learn a little bit better then.
So, how many drinks you're pouring yourself after this?
It's more like I'm gonna go get 1 drink of water, and then I'm going to bed.
We can understand that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, with the win here, you're now going to be 1-1 in the tournament. Now you're 1 win away from getting into the race-off later on, and 2 wins away from making it into the bracket. So, your thoughts as you get towards what could be a really treacherous 1-1 match next week?
It's going to be quite interesting to see who I get paired up against. I know, I think Saber is also a 1-1. That's going to be going to be fun if I end up matched against him.
We've got Saber, we've got
Drone,
amazing
RC Drone, yeah.
The Greenleaf Effect's also in there. I'm in the 1-1s. Unos is in the 1-1.
Yeah, the chances of me going up against a big name Zelda runner is going to be pretty good again. So, at the very least, I'm shooting for a 2-2 result after these 4 weeks.
I mean, we're gonna have an exciting 1-1 coming up next week.
Oh yeah.
Just wash your hands of this seed. Listen to us scream at you in Bentglasstube for 2 hours straight, and congratulations on your win.
Well, thank you very much.
Yep, congratulations, sir, and we will see you next week for the 3rd round.
Yep, thank you. I'll see you next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for WingedZyre, the winner of this race here, and once again improves the record to 1-1. And Bentglasstube, I think, is now figured out.
I think he's figured out that he is bait blocked.
Yep, that boomstick that he had spent 200 rupees on probably could have been spent on something better.
So he's pausing, he's thinking, he's pausing.
Well, you know what the problem is there, Z?
He doesn't have meat?
Well, that too. That map sorely suggests that there are rooms to still be explored around that meat block.
Yep.
Like, until you find the map, and you have to go past the bait block in order to get to the map, you would think maybe there's a room between those two rooms that on the left-hand side.
No, that's certainly possible, but with the boomstick, he's covered everything.
Right. That map is deceiving because of the fact that the way that the actual map for level 7 turned out to be, that's the only way you can go, is those very, very linear path down those arms. As he posted in IRC, well, this seed never quits.
Nope, and neither will he. He is pressing on. It looks like he's going to go farm some rupees, maybe? Because I think he's gotten all the... secrets, the money secrets, so I think he's going to have to do some Genie farming.
Yeah, Genie farming part 2. Zyre gonna win. Well, that was the case with 12 deaths.
Actually, surprising. For that seed, that's not so bad. Oh, but he's gonna start whistling around. Maybe try to find a secret. The system is down. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that these guys were probably starting to just lose their bananas at this point in time.
Well, they don't have either banana. We know one's in 3, one's in 8.
9.
Whatever, same thing.
I've had linked to the past randomizer races commentary that's gone less than this.
Oh, I'm sure. Especially if you get some, nice, easy seeds, absolutely.
By the way, there's going to be more of those races coming up here in Speed Gaming coming up tomorrow, I believe, as early as 8 a.m. Eastern.
And if you're looking for more Zelda Randomizer action, I think we have a race tomorrow. Let me double check the schedule.
Yes, we do. I believe 8 o'clock, I want to say.
Tomorrow is the 18th, so yes, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Well, 8 o'clock Central.
Yep, 8 o'clock Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. We have quite the race on JamEvil's channel. We have the 1-0 Random Effect versus the 1-0 Jay Coper. Both of those racers are very proficient Zelda 1 runners, so that should be a very, very, very good race. And Vlad A. Tepes asks if there's any more action tonight. There is. There is a race, actually, a Zelda 1 randomizer race going on right now at the link I'm about to post in chat. And that has Seawolf versus Putz. And if you are listening to Putz's station, I do recommend you have your earphones in, and you rate your stream, and you rate that stream R, or maybe NC-17, because he's not shy with the language.
Don't let the kids listen.
No. Especially, or are any parrots? Because if they parrot what he says, that's not going to work either. The seed. The seed.
FCC on line 1.
Oh, Bentglasstube did pick up the magical shield from level 7. I didn't see him do that. Concerning hobbits. Do you have any thoughts on hobbits, Rick?
I don't have any thoughts about hobbits. I've been watching in the background one of the hockey games, which could be the third game tonight to go to overtime.
Oh, really?
Yep. Just like this Zelda Randomizer seed. We're in overtime now.
Oh, wait, he's 10 rupees away.
Come on. Just get another 20 kills, you'll have enough rupees.
With the boomstick, it's not that hard.
Yeah, but the problem with the boomstick actually is if the 10th kill is with the bomb aspect of the boomstick,
You're going to
you
get a bomb.
drop.
Yep, absolutely. Now, I'm surprised he didn't go after those blue levers, because the levers are in the rupee dropping group.
Blue levers are actually not. It's the red ones that are.
Oh, I thought they were both. My bad.
I believe blue is part of the health drop group. Either that or they're in the same group with the red Octrox.
Oh, okay. He's just kind of farming around a little bit, hoping that he, lost track of a secret that is somewhere hidden around, because even the small secret will give him enough rupees for the meat at this point.
Being confirmed that they're in the garbage group, which would be the red Octrox group.
Right. And all the bombs start to drop after that double moblin kill.
Yep, which means 10. Which means we're going to probably see a fairy drop coming soon. And wouldn't that be one of the healthy rupee droppers? So, he needs to find red levers or blue tektites, because those are part of the rupee dropping group.
Or he needs to go back into a Doria dungeon and go get some ropes.
That meat's taunting him.
Yeah, but that's the expensive meat. He should know where the cheap meat is, because he got blue ring.
Or on his indicator, it was at one point in time blue, but now he's purple.
Well, now he's red, because he has the randomized tunic colors on.
Yeah, that's something we didn't talk about, was the fact that you can turn that flag on. It doesn't affect your seed, but it's nice to look at, and therefore you can turn any color in the game.
Oh, he wins! He actually wins. He won at the money-making game.
Wow, plus 50. Go buy some meat.
He can buy the meat.
He's doing better than Arby's. He's got the meat.
Well, not yet, but he will have the meat soon. No, don't fire an arrow. Okay.
Calm down, Z. He knows he needs 100 for this expensive meat.
He has the meat. Now time to get his butt back over to Grave.
We have...
oh, poor BGT. He just can't win in this seed. That's awful.
Bum, bum, bum. Wow.
That's awful.
And that is what we call getting zonked.
I'm pretty sure he's just now going to boomstick everything until everything is ash.
Everything deserves to be ash, including the person who generated this seed.
No, we like Fred. Fred's a good guy.
I'm the one who hit the .20.
You're not allowed to touch the seed maker for 2 weeks.
I know.
Okay.
I probably would have to suspend myself for the remainder of the tournament after what I did to these guys.
You'd think I'm going to get banned for the remainder of the tournament from commentating anymore.
Well, if you want 3-hour thrillers...
Just for that, I'm going to commentate your next seed.
Good. I'll schedule it for 12:15 a.m.
You're an evil man.
Yes, I am.
Okay, just checking. And he's using whistle strats in this room.
Keys really hate loud music.
They do. And now he goes away, and now
he uses the bomb to open the door.
Yep. Yep. Zyre had the same exact reaction, except not with the boomstick.
Another hockey game going to overtime.
So, is the intermission over? Before? Does the hockey start before Bentglasstube finishes or after?
Hey, Elena.
Bye, Elena.
And we find the dig dagger here. What does it contain?
I wonder if it's a staircase halfway across the dungeon in the wrong way.
I don't think so. I think we found the other staircase.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think we did. So now he's just going to, you know, blow everything to smithereens with this boomstick. Go ahead.
And Bentglasstube is a good player. I mean, he's done pretty well on some of these seeds. He just got stumped, and there's the map, and once again for level 7. I mean, he's definitely one of the decent randomizer players. He just got stumped by a really bad seed, and
yep. I mean, what hurt him was his not finding the ladder.
Yeah.
If he finds the ladder in a more timely manner, this seed isn't nearly as bad. But, you know, I don't know if it's misplacing the ladder spot or whatever, but him not getting the ladder right away, that's what did him in.
Yep. And this was a rough seed to begin with.
Yeah.
Mixed quest, a half-required dungeon.
And mind you, yet again in this tournament, this is a mixed quest seed where flute was not required.
That's amazing. And Bentglasstube now probably going, come on, just give me a direct path to this damn thing.
And he gets the Triforce in level 7 and off to almost. That's right. He's got to make some Dodongos regret that they were ever walking.
These Dodongos are going to feel the brunt of this seed.
All right, so now off to level 9 for Bentglasstube.
Yep. And the question is will he go straight towards Ganon, or will he try to find the path to Zelda?
I wonder if it's going to happen the same way it kind of happened for Zyre, where he just kind of finds Ganon on the way to looking for the Zelda.
Nice dancing strats here by BGT, because those Lionels, they don't really care that you are around. So what gets randomized in this? The cave locations, the dungeon locations, the items actually got shuffled around as well. The prices for shops didn't get shuffled this time, but the way this random percent tournament works around is we don't know what's going to be shuffled until these guys hit the start button.
Right. But I guess the better way to kind of approach that question is, number one, what can be shuffled? The answer to that question is better answered by saying what isn't shuffled. What isn't shuffled in this seed, what isn't possible to be shuffled, pretty much the general overworld map.
For now.
For now. That's in the works. But for now, the general overworld map is not shuffled. But beyond that, what just happened on Bentglasstube side?
I don't know. I'm noticing chat's commenting about a possible...
Need a clip of that, please.
Yep, somebody make a clip of that, and we can be studying that through until we wake up in the morning. Eventually.
Yeah, we need a clip of that. Alright, so anyways, he is now hunting through level 9 to find Zelda that who know is not required, or Ganon.
And by the way, if you have sensitivity to flashing lights, you might want to...
Well, given how long he's had Boomstick, if anybody has sensitivity to lights, I think they're hurting right now.
Bingo. These Wizzrobes are definitely feeling the brunt of this seed.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco and burn. Alright, so I think Ganon is in the room to the right? Or is it... or are we a screen away yet?
Right down right.
Right down right, okay. Did we find the compass earlier? Yes, we did. No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Wonder if this might be the compass room.
It's a possibility. And no, not this floor.
So, KD3 has posted that clip, so I'm going to look at it quick.
And Bentglasstube finding Ganon.
I'm not quite sure what happened there, but yeah, he looked like he clipped through the locked door using the boomstick.
That is interesting.
We'll see, though. He did have the any key, so maybe it was just a visual glitch.
It could be. But if that is the case, there's people who are going to be studying that to see if there's a way that we can't further get ourselves ahead of the 2847 that Lag Attack has in 80%.
BGT's got a good stun lock going on here.
Now we've got...
Oh, he loses it!
Yeah, he lost it, but he got, what, probably a good 8-9 hits on him?
Yeah.
And there we go, and he gets another 3 on him.
Yep. I think it's just one more hit, maybe 2. It was 2. Yep. And yet again, we have Bacon!
Misfired one of the arrows, but finally gets everything taken care of, and with that taken care of, he's going to go hunt down Zelda, but we already knew that he's not going to be able to find a locked door. That says that Zelda was where she is, or whatever the case might be.
Saver Wand was in level 1 in this seed.
Level 1 required the candle to get into.
Yes, I believe so. Alright, so now Bentglasstube is on the hunt for the Zelda. Oh, and he's gonna go take care of Apatra now with the boomstick.
The power of the boomstick. It's so...
It's so broken. It's a great thing, but it's so broken.
Yep. And Petra yields nada.
Saver, I believe the closest book was the Whistle Forest spot? North of Start, maybe?
I know both of these guys saw plenty of boomstick shops over in the Death Mountain, like the far northwest corner.
I know this. The bookshop was up on Death Mountain under a bomb spot. The bookshop was.
And he walks past the room that the white sword would be in, but he doesn't really need white sword at this point. He's got boomstick.
Western Death Mountain, upper row. I don't remember exactly which square, but it was definitely Upper Death Mountains, Western Death Mountain Upper Row.
Hey, Z?
Yeah.
The beast awaits in northeast of Skull.
That's a great hint. It is a wonderful hint. I'm sure both of our racers loved seeing that hint when they did. After they had killed Ganon.
Exactly.
Oh, bye again, Elena. Bye again, Elena. I'm sure she was attracted. Never mind.
Oh, there's the
look at
compass.
the compass.
And a death.
Cosmic Warrior, you just made the joke I didn't say.
What do you expect? At 12:37, we're giddy.
Well, apparently my ESP powers worked on somebody.
Time to find the way to get to Zelda.
Now, interesting. Is he going to approach it from the top, like WingedZyre did, or is he going to approach it from the bottom, the easy way?
He doesn't care as long as he can find a way to get there.
Yeah, right. You ain't kidding. Now, I think, given the fact that he can actually block clip and screen scroll, I'm thinking he should be able to ladder clip.
Just he's got to be careful with the one full heart left here. Wizrobes aren't very kind. Running around, finds the fires to the northeast, goes to the north, sees a locked door, knows that Ganon wasn't required, and hey, hi there, buddy. There's a tea room.
I think he's going to try to clip from the side. There he goes. And we have it done. Everybody get your GGs out.
And we have a official SRL time. 2:31:51 for Bentglasstube.
And that ding, I believe, means that Bentglasstube has joined us. Bentglasstube, how you doing tonight, sir?
Doing well now that that is over.
Summarize that seed in one word.
100%? I guess that's 2 words.
I think the sound is summary.
It's probably better.
Yeah, that's that was something.
So I guess let's start with what happened with the ladder. Did you forget you had to burn that spot, or?
You know, I found level 1 just north of there.
Right.
Oh shit, there was a burn bush south of there I should have burned.
Right.
And like then it was out of my mind. So like
okay.
I guess I didn't realize that I hadn't found the White Sword Cave. So then I was just, you know, digging through every level looking for the item. Because 3 and 7 were both ladder blocked like 2 rooms in, so I knew I couldn't go to either of those levels.
How about that meat block in 7?
Oh man. Yeah, and right after I left and bought the book so I could have boomstick because I was constantly running out of bombs.
Don't worry,
Then
we yelled
I
at you
hadn't
about that.
I hadn't marked where I bought the ring, so I couldn't remember where the cheap meat was.
Okay.
I'm checking all those shops.
And
But I
how
got lucky with the money-making game there.
Heck yes, yeah. We all gave out a good cheer for that one because that was the first time really Deceit ever gave you anything good tonight.
Yeah, 9 wasn't too horrible, but maybe that's just because I had boomstick and was blowing up every wall.
Yeah, that definitely helped being able to turn through there.
Yeah, and the
But-
optional wood sword Ganon was fun, but what can you do?
Time to burn this seed and threaten the person who created this seed not to create another seed during the rest of the tournament. Gee, I wonder who that person was.
Yeah, I didn't even see who this time. So
Oh, and by the way, Bentglasstube, you know, I gotta at least mention this. Are you tired of hearing my voices after 2.5 hours at this point?
I didn't even realize I had you commentating again. But
Again, you know what?
go ahead.
I think for your sake, you're a good racer, you're a good guy, but I think for your sake, I think I'm not going to volunteer to commentate any of your races anymore.
Maybe you're the curse, huh?
I'm thinking I am. I really am.
Well, reasonable seed.
Yeah, because the first seed you had was a nightmare too. I've been commenting on nightmare seeds apparently, especially when it comes to you. So let me apologize for that.
Now, you're going to have to go back and watch your level 9 because you may have just created something that speedrunners are going to want to watch, as apparently you did some sort of clip.
A clip?
Yeah, because certain speedrunners are watching this and they saw you do a clip past a shuttered door or something like that, and these guys are recreating your scene here, and, well, they have duplicated it. You may have just been onto something that speedrunners are going to be wanting to look at.
We're doing anything weird in 9, but I'll have to take a look at it and see. I was pretty salty by that point, so I wasn't paying that much attention.
It took a quick eye, but what happened is something along the lines of you set off a bomb and you went through a door at the same time, but the typical door and an opening animation wasn't there. It's like, have you ever seen that the clip where if you have a shutter door opening, you can go through a locked door at the same time? It looked very similar to that animation.
Yes, I was just mashing my face into the door, not paying attention.
Well, by doing that though, you may have created the next big clip in Zelda 1.
Nice.
We might call it the Bentglasstube clip. You never know.
And who knew that was going to come from a race that took 2.5 hours?
Yeah, right.
Last minute speedrun.
Nice. Well, you're dropping down to 0-2, but if you can win your final 2 matches, you're going to make it into the race off. So what are you going to do to prepare for the next race? Besides hope that Z-Man and myself never get involved with your races ever again.
Yeah, and make sure, at least the first thing let me suggest, you sacrifice a bucket of KFC to Jobu. Do that first and you should be okay.
That seems like a reasonable plan. I play these Swiss percent seeds every once in a while to practice, but I don't know how much better I can get at it, really. I think I just am not that good at the combat, and that makes me take a while. And, forgetting to check for bushes is also a problem.
So the next question here is, how was the Hot Pocket?
It was exactly as expected, I guess.
All right, I think
it's up a little bit, but still frozen inside.
No. All right, I think it's time for us to get out of
Absolutely.
here. Please follow both of these runners, WingedZyre and Bentglasstube.